See, next chapter is vector algebra. First I am going to give the definition of a vector. Definition of a vector. A vector is a directed line segment. A vector is a directed line segment A vector is a directed line segment which has both magnitude and direction. 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 A simple vector is represented by please take on this diagram. A simple vector is represented by this notation. See here, this vector has two ends. Here A is called initial point. A is called initial point. B is called the final or terminal point. Final or terminal point. See, in this vector, A is called as the initial point, B is called as the final or terminal point. See here, by definition of a vector, it is a directed line segment. Here the direction is from A to B. Here the direction is from A to B, which has both magnitude and direction. Direction is from A to B, and its magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. Magnitude is nothing but length of the vector. Magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. Magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. Therefore, a simple vector is represented by this notation. Here A is called as the initial point, B is called as the final point, and the direction of the vector is from where to where? A to B. Direction is from A to B, and magnitude is nothing but the length. This distance gives the magnitude. This is magnitude. Length of the vector gives the magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. See here, a vector is a directed line segment which has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. Direction is from A to B. Here A is called as the initial point, B is called as the final or terminal point. See, in vectors, writing the direction is very important. If you don't write the direction, it is meaningless. Okay. It is represented by, is denoted by, you have to write like this. AB, above AB, you have to write the vector notation. If you write this vector notation, always it represents a vector. I hope you have understood the definition of a vector. Vector is a directed line segment. Direction is from A to B, and whose magnitude is nothing but the length of the vector. Next is adding types of vectors. First, zero or a null vector. Zero or null vector. First one is zero or a null vector. Zero or a null vector. Take down the definition. A vector whose magnitude is zero. A vector whose magnitude is zero. A vector whose magnitude is zero is called a zero or a null vector. a 0 or a null vector. 0 or a null vector. Example, a point. It is a 0 vector because it doesn't have magnitude here. Example is point vector because its magnitude is 0 here. Such vectors are called as 0 or a null vector denoted by 0 vector is represented by like this. Above 0 you write the vector notation. Denoted by 0, above 0 you write the vector notation. This is come under types of vectors. Second one is unit vector. Unit vector. A vector whose magnitude is unity. A vector whose magnitude is unity. Magnitude is unity is called a unit vector. Is called a unit vector. Denoted by I cap. If you write cap, it always represents a unit vector. I cap, J cap, K cap, etc. These are all unit vectors. Small letter I, J, K. If you write above the vector, if you write cap, always it represents a unit vector. Third one is negative of a vector. Negative of a vector. Negative of a vector. Let A be any vector. Let small a be any vector. Let A be any vector. Let A be any vector. Then the negative of vector A is minus A. Then the negative of vector A is minus A, which has same magnitude, but opposite in direction. Opposite in direction to that of vector P. Here this question was asked last 2020 March for 1 mark. See, so many students who got 99 in maths, but they failed in writing the definition of negative of a vector. See, in 1 mark, definitions are very, very important. If you don't write correctly the definition, you will lose 1 mark. Those who got 99, most of the students got this definition wrong. Okay, this was appeared in March 2020 for 1 mark. March 2020 for 1 mark. You have to write, while writing negative of a vector, you have to compare that negative of a vector with a vector. Therefore, I have taken let A be any vector. Then the negative of A is minus A, which has same magnitude but opposite in direction to that of the vector A. You have to write this word carefully. If you miss any one of the word, you will lose 1 mark. Writing the definitions are very, very important. This was appeared in March 2020 for 1 mark. Define negative of a vector. It is a 1 mark question. Suppose, example. Below this one you write example. Let AB is a vector. Example, let AB is a vector whose direction is from where to where? Whose direction is from A to B. Whose direction is from A to B. Then A to B. Whose direction is from A to B. BA is a vector. BA is a vector whose magnitude is same as AB. Whose magnitude is same as vector AB. Vector AB, but opposite in direction. But opposite in direction. Opposite in direction to that of vector AB. To that of vector AB. See here, this is vector AB. Its direction is from A to B. It is denoted by small a. Then BA. Then BA is a vector BA is a vector. It is opposite to that of vector E. It is nothing but BA is a vector which is in opposite to that of vector E. Right, like this. This is vector AB, this is vector BA, which is in opposite direction. This is nothing but minus A. This is but nothing but minus. Fourth one is coplanar vectors. Coplanar vectors. Fourth one. Vectors lying in same plane. Vectors lying in same plane are called coplanar vectors. Are called coplanar vectors. Are called coplanar vectors. Take on this diagram. This is origin, x-axis, y-axis. This is one vector. This is another vector. This is another vector. These three vectors lying in the same plane. Which plane here? XY plane. Such vectors are called as coplanar vectors. Vectors lying in the same plane are called coplanar vectors. See, once you write a vector, you have to write the direction. In vectors, directions are very, very important. Directions are very, very important. It is XOY plane. This plane contains three vectors. This is one, second, and third. Such vectors are called as coplanar vectors. Vectors lying in the same plane are called coplanar vectors. Fifth one is co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors. Vectors having same initial point. Vectors having same initial point. Vectors having same initial point are called co-initial vectors. Are called co-initial vectors. Take down this diagram. O is called as origin, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. See here there are three vectors. One is OA, another is OB and third one is OC. For these three vectors, initial point is same, that is origin. Such vectors are called as co-initial vectors. Vectors having same initial point are called co-initial vector. Here OA, OB, OC are the three vectors. These three vectors having the same initial point origin, therefore these three vectors are called as co-initial vectors. This is an example for a co-initial vector. Here there are three vectors OA, OB, OC. Here all these three vectors having the same initial point origin, therefore such vectors are called as co-initial vectors. This is some of types of functions. Next, side heading you taken. I hope all of you taken on this diagram. Next, addition of vectors. So, this is not combiner types of vector, it is the different definition. Addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Side heading, addition of vectors. Please take down this diagram. See, in vectors, directions are very important. Please write the direction carefully. Directions are very important. Please take down the diagram. See here, it is a parallelogram. Here, AB and BC are the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. AB and BC are the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. And vector AB is denoted by small vector A and vector BC is denoted by small vector B. Here AB and BC are the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. AB is represented by small vector A, BC is represented by small vector B, then the addition of vector AB and vector BC is the diagonal AC of the parallelogram. The diagonal AC of the parallelogram. That means addition of vector AB and vector BC is nothing but the diagonal AC of the parallelogram. That means vector AB plus vector BC is equal to vector AC. Then the addition of vector AB and BC is nothing but the diagonal AC of the parallelogram. This is nothing but A plus B. AC is nothing but A plus B. This is one of the important results you have to remember. That means while adding any two vectors, the direction of the two vectors must be same. Here AB and BC are in the same direction. AB and BC are in the same direction. Then the resultant of these two is nothing but the diagonal AC. It is in the opposite direction. AB and BC are in the same direction, whereas AC is in the opposite direction. That means when we add any two vectors, the direction of the two vectors must be same, and the resultant must be in the opposite direction. That is, vector AB plus vector BC is nothing but vector AC. AC is in the opposite direction. AB and BC must be in the same direction. Here, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. If this is vector E, DC is also equal to vector E. If this is vector B, this also equal to vector B. Because in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, magnitude equal, directions are same. That means AB plus BC is equal to AC. While adding any two vectors, the direction of the two vectors must be same. These two are in the same direction, whereas AC is in the opposite direction. This is opposite of these two vectors. The direction of AC is opposite of vector AB and vector BC. Below this one you have to write note. If one of the vertex is origin, say A. If one of the vertex is origin, say A, then equation 1 becomes replace A by origin, that is vector OB. Replace A by origin. If one of the vertex is origin, coordinate of origin is O, therefore replace A by O. OB plus BC is equal to OC. Replace A by origin. Therefore, vector BC can be written as, write this on the right hand side. Vector BC is OC minus OB. Vector BC is OC minus OB. See, here vector OC has initial point origin. Vector OB, which has initial point origin. Any vector whose initial point is origin, then that vector is called as, therefore BC is equal to, then the vector is called a position vector of the point C minus position vector of the point B. If any vector whose initial point is origin, then that vector is called as position vector of the point, respective point. Therefore, vector BC is nothing but OC minus OB. OC minus OB is nothing but the position vector of C minus position vector of B. These two are very, very important result. In most of the problem, you are using this result. Anybody, can you tell me how to write vector AB? Here vector BC is position vector of the second minus position vector of the first. On the same line, vector AB can be written as OB minus OA. These are important results. Vector AB is nothing but OB minus OA, which is nothing but position vector of the point B minus position vector of the point C. Similarly, vector PQ can be written as OQ minus OP, position vector of the second minus position vector of the first. This is position vector of Q minus position vector of P. These are all very, very important results. Please remember these definitions and the formulas. Here in a parallelogram, one diagonal is the sum of the vector. I am going to calculate one more diagonal, that is dB is the second diagonal. I am going to calculate what is dB. From this triangle, from the triangle DBC, how do you write? From triangle DBC, how do you write the addition of vector? DBC. DB plus BC must be equal to DC, because BC is in opposite in direction of these two vectors. Again, from the triangle DBC, by addition of vectors, from the triangle DBC, how do you write the addition of vector? See here, DB and BC are in the same direction, whereas DC is in the opposite direction. That is, vector DB plus vector BC is equal to vector DC. I am going to calculate the second diagonal, that is, second diagonal is DB. Therefore, vector DB becomes DC minus BC. I have written BC to right hand side. Therefore, vector DB is, tell me what is vector DC? DC is nothing but vector A minus BC is nothing but vector B. Therefore, here you have one more sentence. This is vector A plus vector B is equal to AC. After equation 1, what is vector AB? It is nothing but A. What is vector BC? It is nothing but B. It must be equal to AC. AC is nothing but A plus B. DB is nothing but A minus. Vector AB is nothing but A plus vector BC is nothing but B. Therefore, AC is A plus B. I have written here. Just now we have calculated DB. DB is nothing but A minus B. DB is nothing but A minus B. DB is nothing but A minus B. Below this one you write note. In a parallelogram, one diagonal gives sum of the vector that is A plus B. Another diagonal gives difference of the vector. That is A minus B. From this diagram, parallelogram, one diagonal is AC. It is nothing but A plus B. Another diagonal is DB, it is nothing but D minus. Same thing I have done. In a parallelogram, one diagonal gives the sum of the vector, that is A plus B. Another diagonal gives the difference of the vector A. Unit vector in the direction of a vector. So reading unit vector in the direction of a vector. Let A be any vector. Let A be any vector. Then unit vector in the direction of the vector A is given by unit vector is denoted by A cap. This is nothing but vector A by magnitude of vector A. This is one of the important formula you have to remember. Formula for unit vector in the direction of A is A cap is equal to vector A by magnitude of A. Okay. From this one, after cross multiplying, vector A is nothing but magnitude of A into A cap. This also you please take down. These two are very, very important results. In the examination they will ask, define unit vector in the direction of A means you have to write carefully, let A be any vector, then the unit vector in the direction of A is given by A cap, which is equal to vector A by magnitude of A. After cross multiplying, we get vector A is equal to magnitude of A into A cap after cross multiplying. These two definitions are very, very important. Next side heading is unit vector and position vectors. Unit vectors and position vector. Unit vector and position vector. Unit vector and position vector. Please take down this diagram, all of you. See, XOY is a plane. If I consider a point in plane, it is with respect to two axes. One is X and another is Y. This X coordinate, it is a distance on the X axis, and this Y coordinate, it is a distance on the Y axis. This is the point P. Since it is a plane, it is with respect to two coordinates. One is X, another is Y. This J cap and this is I cap, small unit vectors. Please take down the diagram. Directions are very, very important. Please write the direction carefully. I hope all of you written the diagram. Take down. Let XOY be any plane. Let XOY be any plane. Comma, PX comma Y be any point Px comma y be any point in x or y plane. Plane is with respect to two coordinates. One is x, another is y. Whereas space with respect to three coordinates. Because you come across one more axis, that is z axis, then its coordinate is px comma y comma z. If p is a point in space. Here p is a point in plane. It has only two coordinates, one with respect to x axis, another with respect to y axis. Let px comma y be any point in x or y plane. By addition of vector, by addition of vector, by addition of vector. How do you write by addition of vector from the triangle OMP? Here, OA and MP are in the same direction. OM and MP are in the same direction. But OP is in the opposite direction. Therefore, by the addition of vector, vector OM plus vector MP is equal to vector O. See here OP is called, here OP is called position vector of, here OP is called the position vector of the point P. Any vector whose initial point is origin, such vectors are called as position vector. Here OP is what? It is called position vector because its initial point is what? Origin. Any vector whose initial point is origin, such vectors are called as position vectors. See next. Let I cap and j cap, let I cap and j cap are the unit vectors, are the unit vectors, are the unit vectors acting along positive x and y axis, are the unit vectors acting along the positive direction of x and y axis respectively. X and y axis respectively. That means I is a unit vector which is acting in the positive, this is the positive direction, this is the negative direction, this is the positive direction, this is the negative direction. Okay. I cap is a unit vector which is acting in the positive direction of x axis. J cap is a unit vector which is acting parallel to y axis or y axis. These two are same because these two are in the same direction. Positive j cap is a unit vector which is acting parallel to y axis. This is equation number 1. Equation 1 becomes here any vector can be written as its magnitude into unit vector. Magnitude is nothing but the distance. Tell me what is the distance of OM? Here the coordinate of P x comma y means x coordinate is x. And what about this distance? This is nothing but y. OA is nothing but x, it is the distance OM, and MP is nothing but y. Therefore, any vector can be written as vector magnitude into unit vector. Equation 1 becomes magnitude of OM. Magnitude is nothing but the distance. Magnitude of OM into unit vector in the direction of it. What is the unit vector in the direction of OM is nothing but I cap. This is I cap. Magnitude into unit vector. I cap is a unit vector which is acting in the direction of OM. J cap is a unit vector which is acting in the direction of MP. Therefore, any vector can be written as magnitude into unit vector. That is, any vector can be written as magnitude into unit vector is I cap along OM plus magnitude of MP. And what is the unit vector which is acting in the direction of MP? That is nothing but J cap. Here magnitude of OM is nothing but the distance of OM. What is the distance of OM? It is nothing but X is equal to right hand side is OP. Right hand side is OP. Magnitude of OM is X into I cap. Magnitude of MP is Y into J cap is equal to vector OP. This is one of the important results. Very, very important result. Equation 2. Therefore, if P x comma y be any point in plane, then its position vector OP is given by x into I cap plus y into j cap. Because x is the distance of OM, y is the distance of MP, I is a unit vector acting along OM, j is a unit vector acting along OMP. Therefore, any vector OP is OM plus MP. OM is nothing but, vector is nothing but its magnitude into unit vector. Magnitude of OM is nothing but x into I cap. Magnitude of MP is y into j cap is equal to. Therefore, vector OP is xi plus y cap. Anybody, can you tell me, if P is 1, 2, then what is vector OP? If P is 1, 2, then what is vector OP? This is nothing but 1 into I plus 2 into G. If you write that cap, always it represents unit vector. On the same line, Q is minus 2, 3, then OQ is, what is OQ? Minus 2 into I plus 3 into G. Please take down this note. Note number 1, note number 2. Please take down this. Again, by Pythagoras theorem. Here, Pythagoras theorem is referred to right angle triangle and it is with distance. That is, magnitude of OM whole square plus magnitude of MP whole square is equal to magnitude of OP whole square. Why I am taking magnitude means Pythagoras theorem gives only, it is depend upon the distance. Sum of the squares of the other two sides must be equal to hypotenuse square. By Pythagoras theorem, magnitude of OM whole square plus magnitude of MP whole square is equal to magnitude of OP whole square. Hypotenuse is nothing but OP. Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Listen carefully here, I have written the magnitude here because magnitude is nothing but the length. Pythagoras theorem gives the length. Okay. Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Magnitude of OM is nothing but the distance OM. Distance OM is nothing but x, it becomes x square. Plus MP is nothing but the distance y square is equal to magnitude of OP whole square. This is also one of the important results. See, in the previous step I have given, if the coordinate of P is x comma y, then vector OP is nothing but x into I cap plus y into j cap. This is vector OP. Tell me what is magnitude of OP. Just now I have calculated. Magnitude of OP is nothing but root of x square plus y square. Magnitude of OP is nothing but a root of x square. This is square. Vector OP is nothing but root of x square plus y square. Therefore, what is magnitude of OP? Root of coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square. This is note number 1. Note number 1. If P is x comma y, then vector OP is x into I cap plus y into j cap, and magnitude of OP is root of x square plus y square. Suppose if x, don't take down this one. Suppose if P is 2 comma 3, then vector OP is 2 into I cap plus 3 into j cap, and magnitude of OP is root of 2 square plus 3 square. Therefore, magnitude of OP is root of 30. 9 plus 4 is 30. Root 30. Next, note number 2. Note number 2. Here P is a point in space. If P is x comma y comma z, then vector OP is equal to x into I cap, y into z cap, y into j cap plus z into k cap, where k cap is a unit vector, where k cap is a unit vector acting in the positive direction of, z-axis. Positive direction of z-axis. That means here you have one more axis. This is z-axis. Okay. Its unit vector is k cap. Take down this diagram. And its distance is z. Distance is z. Distance is z. Here OQ is z. This is z axis. Distance is z. Therefore, I have written like this. If coordinate of P is x comma y comma z, then vector OP is given by x into I cap. I already given. Then vector OP is x into I cap, and magnitude of OP is root of x square plus y square plus z square. Magnitude of OP is root of x square plus y square plus z square. Please remember the two notes, very, very important. While doing the problem, we are using these results. For note number 2, I will give an example. If P is 2, 3, 4, if then vector OP is 2i plus 3j plus 4k, and magnitude of OP is root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. This is root 29. Root of 29. This is the example for a space point. Space means with respect to three axes, x, y and z. If it is a space point, its coordinate is p, x, y, z. Position vector OP is xi into I cap plus y into j cap plus z into k cap, and its magnitude of OP is root of x square plus y square. I have given one example for node 2. This is an example for node 2. Next, studied is algebra of vectors. Algebra of vectors. Under algebra of vectors, first one is dot or scalar product. Dot or scalar product of two vectors. Product of two vectors. Dot or scalar product of two vectors. So, if vector A is, its components are A1, A2, A3. Say, if the coordinate of P is x, y, z, then vector OP is x into I cap plus y into j cap plus z into k cap. That is the second node just now I have given. Therefore, vector A can be written as A1 into I cap plus A2 into j cap plus A3 into k cap. This is vector A. This is in terms of vectors. This is in terms of components. And B is equal to B1, B2, B3. Then vector B is given by P1I plus B2J plus B3K. P1I plus B2J plus B3K. Then dot or scalar product. Then dot or scalar product of the two vectors A and B. Two vectors A and B is denoted by A dot B. This dot represents dot product, or it is also called as scalar, which is nothing but A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. In bracket you write in terms of components. In terms of components. Tell me, what are the components of vector A and vector B? The components of vector A as A1, A2, A3. Components of B are B1, B2, B3. It is a vector, it is a component. In terms of component. Therefore, scalar product of A and B is denoted by A dot B. Its value is A1, B1 plus A2, B2 plus A3, B3 in terms of components. Because here A1, A2, A3 are components of A, B1, B2, B3 are components of B, then A dot B is A1, B1 plus A2, B2 plus A3, B3. This is one of the important formula you have to remember in terms of components. In terms of components. Always you have to replace A dot B by A1, B1 plus A2, B2 plus A3, B3. This is the formula for dot product or scalar product of A and B in terms of components. Next, side heading you take on geometrical meaning of dot product, dot or scalar product. Geometrical meaning of dot or scalar product of two vectors A two vectors A and B. It is a side heading, geometrical meaning. Please take down this diagram. Theta is the angle. This is B. M. This is OA vector. OM is A, OB is B. Please take down the diagram. Write the direction. Directions are very important. This is vector B. OA is vector A. OA. Please write. Let OA. Let vector OA, which is equal to small vector B, vector OB is equal to small vector B, B2 adjacent sides of a triangle. Adjacent sides of a triangle. B2 adjacent sides of a triangle. Let theta be the angle between. Let theta be the angle between vector A and vector B. Theta is the angle between the vector A and vector B. Then A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. This is the geometrical meaning of scalar product of here magnitude of B into cos theta is called magnitude of B into cos theta is called projection of vector B on A. Projection of vector B on A. This quantity is called as projection of vector B in the direction of A. Magnitude of B into cos theta. Therefore, A dot B is equal to, I will write magnitude of A as it is. This is replaced by projection of B on A. Projection of vector B on A. This quantity is replaced by projection of vector B on A. Therefore, projection of vector B on A is projection of vector B on A is equal to, bring this magnitude of A to left hand side. A dot B divided by magnitude of A dot B. They will ask for 2 marks. Find the projection of vector B on A means you have to apply this formula. What is A dot B here? It is nothing but A1 B1 plus A2 B3 plus A3 B3. You know how to calculate magnitude of any vector? What is magnitude of OP? Root of x square plus y square plus x square. That we have to get. This is the formula for projection of B on A. Similarly, projection of vector A on B is equal to, numerator is same, only denominator changes. A dot B divided by magnitude of B. Please remember these two formulas, very, very important.